Hey, this is Doc over at Cobalt Property Management, and a new poll was just completed, and this was completed by a company called Billion, which is one of the largest property management platforms in the country. And they polled the tenants in their system to find out one answer to one question, and that is, do you plan on renewing your lease at the end of your lease term? Now, 47% of those polled said, yes, we do plan on renewing. Now, that's good news. That's as high as it's been since 2021. Now, the tenants gave three major factors as part of their response on why they plan on staying. And the number one is the quality of service they received from their landlord or their property management company. Now that can be very broad, right? But when we look at the quality of service they received, think of communication. Think of limiting the amount of friction involved. So think of it from the day that they inquire about the property to getting keys to the property. Did we limit the amount of friction in that process? Were they able to communicate effectively with us? Did it happen efficiently? Did it happen quickly? Was their overall onboarding experience a positive one? Okay. The second major factor that they gave was the condition of the property and the quality of the response to maintenance issues. Now, what's interesting about that, it was the quality of the response, not the quality of the completion of the maintenance item. So again, it comes back to a communication and a limiting the amount of friction involved in that process. So we do that in three different ways. Number one, give them a phone call or give them a phone number to call. Two, give them a phone number to text. Three, allow them to submit that maintenance request online. Okay, so we limit the friction involved in them handling that request. And then probably the biggest frustration that I've heard in the industry is the lack of acknowledgement of that maintenance request, that it takes weeks to hear back from somebody that they even got it. So once you eliminate the friction involved on how they can submit that request, second is just the acknowledgement of the request with a next step in the process. So with Cobalt, when we address their concerns, we always let them know what's the next step in this process of either completing the maintenance issue or having it inspected or what's going to happen next. And we associate a time frame for them. And you will not believe how much that eliminates their anxiety along the way. The third major factor for their decision to renew is the amenities and the services provided at the property. Now, this can mean things like pools, parks, green belts, parking, a lot of different things, right? Now, there are some amenities that we have no control over, but what we do have control over is, again, the services available to them as the property management company. So again, we want to eliminate the friction involved with the day-to-day things like paying their rent, paying their deposit, renewing their lease, and signing any documents. So we have ways where they could either, if they feel like it, some people, they want to talk to a real person or they want to meet with a real person. So we invite them to come into our office to do that, or they can just do it online. And it's a seamless process, however the tenant feels comfortable in moving forward with handling the day-to-days of those services. So those are the three major factors. Half of our tenants want to stay with us. That's great news for us. Our focus should be exceeding their level of expectation for communication and eliminating friction as much as possible during their stay with us for however long that is, from the day they inquire about the property to them getting their deposit back. I'm Doc at Cobalt Property Management. If we can help you along this journey, please reach out to me. My email is below. My phone number is also attached and happy to help any way I can. Thanks.